Hello everyone, and now today we will see the topic from a line drawing algorithm, that is DDA line drawing algorithm. So before this we have seen what is the line, what is the equation of a line, then what is the line segment, intersection of a line, how to find out the point of intersection, the value of x and y, then what is the type of slopes of a line, that gentle and sharp slope, and how we are incrementing x and y in gentle and sharp slope. Now we are using that all the concept in this DDA. So up till now we have that completed line segment intersection. Now today we are going to see this DDA line generation algorithm. So what is this? DDA, the full form is digital differential analyzer, that is based on incremental method, means to find out the new point on that particular line we have to increment that x and y according to its slope or according to type of slope. Okay. In last lecture we have seen the equation of a line, right? So equation of a line we can also represent in the form of slope intercept form. So what is that equation? The equation is y is equal to mx plus b. This is called as a slope intercept form of that particular line, where m is showing the slope and b is showing the intercept. So how we are defining the slope? Slope is nothing but the change in height divided by the change in width, right? And the intercept is nothing but the height at which the line intersect to the y axis, that is called as a intercept. So we can determine the value of m. How we can determine? Suppose this is what a line we have drawn, then we can have its point, like you can see here x1 and x2, right? So this is what the x1 coordinate and this is called as x2 coordinate. Same way the y1 and y2 we are having. So whenever I am saying the change in a height divided by change in a width, change in a height is represented by y1 and y2. So how I am going to show the height of that line? That is nothing but y2 minus y1 is what the height of that line, right? So y2 minus y1, change in a height, you can see here this is what the change in a height divided by change in a width. Width is shown by x coordinate. So how you are going to show the width of that line? That is nothing but x2 minus x1. Okay. So this is what the height and width. So we are mentioning that change in a height as a dy, whereas change in a x value as a dx. We are representing this with dx and dy. So this height is represented by dy, this width is represented by dx. So that's why I am replacing this y2 minus y1 with dy and this x2 minus x1 as a dx. So what will be the equation now? M is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 is nothing but dy by dx. So this is what the slope is represented for any particular line. Then we have seen that whenever I am saying that slope is lie in between -1 to 1, means line is having a gentle slope, we have seen in last lecture, right? Then whenever slope of that particular line is greater than 1, then that line is having a sharp or a steep slope, right? So when I am saying that slope is less than 1, right? Less than 1 means line is having a gentle slope. Okay, less than 1, that is what a positive slope. Then we are in that case we are moving in x direction with uniform steps. Uniform steps means we are always incremented x by 1, right? So x is incremented by 1 and we are calculate the corresponding value of y for that particular x point. Okay. So y is not incremented by 1, but the value of y is find out by using its slope, right? So y is changing according to the slope of that line, where x is changing by 1. So this is what the gentle slope, where x is incremented in uniform direction, that means it is incremented by 1, whereas y is changing as per value of slope. Okay. So this we are going to see now. Suppose this is what a line with the gentle slope. How we are finding a gentle slope? The another method is, if the number of columns are more than the number of rows, then we are saying that the slope is a gentle slope. So you can see here the number of columns are 1, 2, 3 and 4. How many number of rows it acquiring? That 1 and 2, right. So, here number of columns are more than number of rows. So, this line is having a gentle slope. Then I have to represent the coordinates of this line. So, this is a first coordinate xa and ya, this is the first coordinate, second coordinate is xb and yb. So, this is what the coordinates of a line. Then I am saying that the slope of that line is nothing but dy by dx, right. So, whenever x is changing in the uniform direction, means x is incremented by 1. So, at that time we have to find out the value of y, right. So, that is why I have written the equation like dy is equal to m into dx, because I know the x is incrementing by 1, but I do not know what will be the value of that y for this corresponding x, right. So, I have to find out the value of y. So, how I am representing this dy? So, you can see here, this is what xa. So, the next incremented x will be xa plus 1, because x is incremented by what? By 1, right. So, that is why I have written that this point is xa, this is as a xa plus 1, the next point will be xa plus 2, likewise up to the xb, right. So, I am representing this dy as a ya plus 1 minus ya, means I have to find out the distance between two particular point of the y coordinate, right, is equal to m into dx. I am representing as a xa plus 1 minus xa, but we all know that for a gentle slope we are incrementing x by 1, right. We are incrementing x, that in x direction, by 1 unit, right. So, I can mention that this xa plus 1 minus xa is nothing but 1, because we are incrementing x by 1. So, putting this value in this equation, what we get? Ya plus 1 minus ya is equal to m into 1, because this value is 1 as we are incrementing x coordinate by 1, right. So, this ya plus 1 now will become this y on this RHS, it is a minus. Whenever it will be on the RHS side, it will becomes plus, right. So, this m plus ya, what it is showing? This ya plus 1 is what? A new coordinate. What is this y? Y is a old coordinate, and what is the m? Slope. So, what will be the equation? The new value of y will be slope plus old value, right. So, that is why I am saying that y is changing according to the value of slope. So, you can see that whenever we are finding a new coordinate value of that y coordinate, so that value will becomes an old coordinate plus the slope value, that will be the value of y. For example, this is the y point. So, here the value of y coordinate will become slope plus ya. So, next is this is about the gentle slope. When I am saying the slope is a steep or a sharp slope, whenever the m is having greater than 1, value of slope is a greater than 1, in that case we are saying that the line is having a positive or a sharp sharp or a steep slope, right. So, we are moving in that y direction by uniform steps, whereas we have to calculate the x coordinate. Now, here the concept is reverse. Here we are moving or we are incrementing the x coordinate by 1, whereas its corresponding we are incrementing y coordinate by 1, and for that we are calculating the corresponding x coordinate. Means here y is incremented by 1, but we do not know about the x. So, how the x is calculated? Again this x is depends upon the slope of that particular line. So, now you can see this line is showing a steep slope. How? Because here now you can see the number of columns here are less than the number of rows. So, how many columns are there? Only 2, 1 and 2. How many rows? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So, these are nothing but the rows. So, here number of columns are less than number of rows, that is why the line is having sharp or a steep slope, right. So, the coordinates of a line, this point is having the coordinate xa, ya, and this point is having the coordinates xb comma yb, right. So, again we are having a equation same, dy is divided by dx is equal to m, that m is equal to dy by dx, and now I know y is incremented by 1, but do not know about the value of x. So, I will take x on this side, right, and this equation will becomes dx is divided by dy by dm, means this m will be in denominator, right. So, now how the y is changing? That if I want to find out the distance between 2 points of the y, then that will becomes the ya plus 1 minus ya, right. So I am representing this dx and dy. We have seen that in the first side that dx is nothing but x2 minus x1 and dy is nothing but y2 minus y1. Same way we are saying here that dy is nothing but ya plus 1 minus ya, and this dx is nothing but xa plus 1 minus xa, right. Now what we need here, we know that we are moving in y direction with uniform steps, means y is always incremented by 1 in steep slope, right. So I will put the value of ya plus 1 minus ya as a 1, that is the value, this value is 1 because we have incremented ya to ya plus 1 by the 1 unit, right. So that is why I have put it that equation becomes xa plus 1 minus xa is equal to 1 by m. Now what I want the new value of x. So the new value is shown by xa plus 1. So this xa will be on this RHS side. So the equation will become 1 divided by m plus xa, right. So this xa plus 1 is showing what? New value of x is equal to 1 by m plus xa is showing that old value of x. So this is what the equation we are having for this steep or a sharp slope, right. So this is the equation. When I am saying the line is having a slope m is equal to 1, means what? As x is changes, y is also changes by 1 unit, okay. So in that case you can see this is what the line which is having a coordinate xa, ya, xb and yb. Now same equation I am going to use, m is equal to dy by dx, but here slope value is what? 1, that is why I am putting divided by dx is equal to 1, that means dy is equal to dx. So by the value x is changing, with same value y is also changing, right. So the y new will becomes y old plus 1, same x new will becomes x old plus 1. So we are incrementing x and y by the value 1. Then equation, both are the equation we have seen in the last slide, that all are equations are 1 and 2, they are both on the assumption that the line is to be processed from left to right, okay. Whenever we are drawing a line, we are processing that line from left to right, means we are drawing from this to this. So in that case we are saying the start of that line is smaller than its end, means what? xa is less than xb. But when the process is reversed, means the line is drawn from right to left, so in that the start will be this and end will be this. So x start will be greater than x end, and in that case we have to represent the value with minus sign. So we have to represent the value with minus sign. So this is all about the slopes value. The next thing is whenever we are displaying that coordinates onto the screen, at that time there is no value of that floating point coordinates, right. Means it cannot represent the fraction point on the screen, we have to define that points in integers only. For that purpose we have the two function, that ceil and floor function. What its purpose is, whenever we are applying a ceil function, means it returns the smallest integer which is less than or equal to its argument, okay. Means if I get after the calculation of the new coordinate of that x or a y, if that coordinate is having a floating point value, for example 6.8, so what it is going to be do, it rounding of that particular value to its near value, that near value will be 7 or a 6. So which one, the smallest nearest is 7, that is why it is taking the 7 as value, okay. The next is floor function. If the value is like 3.2, then it will be find out its near value which can be a rounded off of that 3.2. So it will becomes 3. So this functions we can use to round up the value, or we can either add 0.5 or any value to make that as an integer, okay. So this is what the coordinate system, you can see in this figure we are representing 3, 3, we cannot represent 3.5, 3.5. So for that purpose we have to use this ceil and floor function, okay. So now let's start with how the DDA is working. It's all about, we have seen is slope and how we are changing the value of x and y according to different slopes. Now we are using that concept over here. Okay, so if now you can see here, I have told you that we can draw a line from left to right or a right to left, right? So in this line you can see these are the coordinates xb and yb. Now this line we are drawing from left to right, means from this point to this point we are drawing the line. Then the in this case the dx is greater than dy. Whenever the dx is greater than dy, when the slope is a gentle slope. Okay, so this slope is gentle slope, and your xa is smaller than xb. Yes, here the xa is smaller than xb. In that case, line is having x increment, means x is incremented by 1 and its y is incremented by m. Okay, this is what the shortcut method. You can remember by using this method how to increment x and how to increment y. Okay, if now suppose if your dx is greater than dy, means the type of slope is what? Gentle slope, but the line is drawing from right to left. So here you can see that you are drawing the line from here to here, that's from xb to xa. So in that case, what will be the value of that x increment and y increment now when I am drawing the line from here? So I am not incrementing x, right? What I am doing? I am decrementing x. And same way I am decrementing y also, because line is drawing from this point to this. So x is not incremented, y is not incremented, rather they are decremented, and that's why the x increment is -1 and the y increment is -m. Okay, so the value of x increment is same, x and y increment are same, only the sign is changed, depends upon whether line is drawn from left to right or a right to left. According to that we have to change the sign. Same thing when this type of slope is a sharp slope. For example, when we are saying that a slope is a sharp, whenever your dx is less than dy, at that time line is having the steep slope or a sharp slope, right? So you can see here, this is what the line, this is what the coordinates of a line. Now this line is what? Having a steep slope or a sharp slope, right? And here the ya is less than yb, means you are drawing the line from left to right, right, in the direction of y, or you can say from up to down. You can also say that you are drawing from down to up, right? So in this the x and y are changing, like we have seen in equation that x is changing by 1 divided by m, 1 by m, and y is incremented by 1. But whenever we are drawing a line here from up to down, right, means from yb to ya in this downward direction, when I am drawing the line from this to this point, means we are not incrementing, rather than we are decrementing the value, and in that case the x increment will be -1 by m and the y increment will be -1. But this kind of slope is what? Sharp or a steep slope. So whenever we are having a sharp or a steep slope, then we are incrementing the x as a 1 by m and y as a 1. When we are having a gentle slope, then we are incrementing x by 1 and y by m. And the positive and negative is depends upon from where we are drawing the line. From left to right, then take a positive, from right to left, then take value as a negative. So this is what the concept. Now we will see the actual steps for this DDA line drawing algorithm. So first of all, we have to accept the endpoints. Okay, so these are the endpoints xa comma ya and xb comma yb. So these are two endpoints of a line. Then we will find out the horizontal and vertical difference between that endpoints, means nothing but dx and dy that we have to find, that is change in a height and change in a width. So this is calculated as a xb minus xa, yb minus ya. Okay. The next thing, we have to find out the steps. Steps is nothing but the variable that are showing whether a line is having a gentle slope or a steep slope, and how many times we have to calculate the new value. That variable is showing as a steps. So how we are calculating the steps? So first of all, we will check whether our dx is greater than dy or dx is less than dy. Okay. So when I am saying my dx is greater than dy, means steps is nothing but a which slope? Gentle slope. So in that we have to take the value of dx. Okay. Whenever my dx is less than dy, means line is having which kind of slope? That is called as a sharp slope. So steps will have the dy. So for a gentle slope, steps will be dx. For a sharp slope, the steps will be dy. Means what? Which coordinate we have to increment by 1. So whenever I am saying the dx is greater than dy, means what? We have to have the uniform steps on x coordinate, means x is incremented by 1. But when I am saying that dx is less than dy, means line is having steep slope, in that the y coordinate is incremented by 1. So this is nothing but increment coordinate. So the next step is then we will find the x increment and y increment. How we are going to find that? So x increment is nothing but dx by steps. Dx is nothing but your difference divided by steps, means steps is nothing but whether you want to increment x by 1 or a y by 1. It depends upon this type of slope. So y increment is dy by steps over here. So we will plot the first point, okay, that is xa comma ya. Whatever the point we have taken first, that we will plot. Then we will find the next coordinate. So the next coordinate will be incremented by this value, x increment and y increment. How? They are incremented like x new is equal to x old plus x increment. Means for the new coordinate of x, we have to consider the old coordinate plus by which value we have to increment the x. So x will be incremented by this x increment, y will be incremented by this y increment. So in that way we are finding out the x new and y new, and then we will make a round off of that value by using ceil and floor function, right? And then we will use that x increment, y increment and x new and old new until we got our last point. Means up to the steps. Steps is nothing but having one value in that. Up to that value we have to use this loop steps times, right? And then we will stop. So this algorithm we will see by one example. Before that we will see the advantages and disadvantages. So the advantages is that it is very faster method because it is based on increment method, and here we are not calculating pixels, depends upon the slope intercept form, but we are having the another type of equation. We have seen x increment and y increment, right? So slope intercept form y is equal to mx plus b is very time consuming and it is a very slow to produce a line. So here this DDA is a faster than that method, and it is very easy to understand because these calculations are very easy. Then a disadvantage is that always we have to make a round off of that integer, right? That floating point number. So it may happens that error will introduce, or it may change the true line path. If we are making a rounding off of that value, so it may happen the path of line gets changed due to that values, okay? And the second thing, we have to do the floating point operation, right? So it is always a consuming task to do the floating point operations rather than the integer. Whenever we are adding 2 plus 3, so it is done very fast, but whenever I am saying 2.5 plus 1.5, then it will take a time because the floating point operations take a much time than the real number points, okay? So this is the time consuming process. So these are the advantages and disadvantages. So let's see one example. So first we have to draw the question is we have to plot a line from 1 1 to 5 3. So this is what the first coordinate point, this is what the second end point. So these are the coordinates. So we have to draw the line from 1 1 to 5 3. So the first step that we will calculate the x1 and y1. So my x1 is 1, y1 is 1, x2 is 5 and y2 is 3. Now what I will calculate? I will calculate the dx and dy. So dx is x2 minus x1, that is 5 minus 1, 3, and dy is 3 minus 1, that is nothing but 2. After that I will calculate which kind of slope, right? So either the dx is greater than dy or smaller than dy. So you can check 3 is greater than 2. Means what? Dx is greater than 2, and whenever your dx is greater than dy, in that case the slope is gentle slope. So you are having a gentle slope over there for this line, yes. So what will be the value of steps now? In algorithm I have written that if dx is greater than dy, then steps will be dx, otherwise steps will be dy. So here dx is greater than dy, so steps will contain the absolute value of dx. Absolute means we have not considered any negative values, right? So the absolute value dx is having value, So dx is having a value 4, it should be 4, not a 3. 5 minus 1, 4, right? So dx is having a value 4. Then next, x increment and a y increment. So we have to find the x and y increment. In that we are having a formula that dx divided by steps. So dx is nothing but 4. It is written by mistake as a 3, it should be 4. Okay, so dx is what? 4 divided by 4 as a 1, and y increment is dy by steps. So what is the value of dy? Dy is 2 divided by 4, that is 0.5. So these are the x increment and y increment. So every time x will be incremented by 1 and the y will be incremented by 0.5. So all of you know that for the gentle slope we are incrementing x by 1. So you can see here by this formula x is also incremented by 1 and this y is incremented by 0.5. Now the first we will plot our first point, that is 1 comma 1. Okay, so this is what our coordinate system. On this we have to plot our first point. So you can see over there we have plotted our first point, that is 1 comma 1. Then we are calculating a new point, the next point. The next point is nothing but x new. It depends upon the x old plus how many increments we are having for this x, right? So x old, what is the old value of x? Is a 1. What is the increment? We are get the x increment as a 1. So the x new will be 2. Y increment, y new value is, what is the previous value of y? That is 1. And what is the y increment we got? 0.5. So it will becomes 1.5. So we cannot represent a 1.5 in this screen. So that's why we are making a rounding off of that function. So 1.5 is represented like a 2. You can see here, and we will plot 2 comma 2 over there. So you can see here we are plotting the 2 comma 2. Okay, so we are making this rounding off only displaying purpose, but whenever I am calculating the next point I will take it as a 1.5 only. I am not going to take as a 2. I am making this rounding up only for the displaying purpose. Okay, so the next thing, again we are calculating the next point. So what is the value of old x? Old x is now this 2 and the x increment is 1. So the x new value is 3. So I am finding the x coordinate of a new point. Then same way the y coordinate will becomes y old. Now you can see here I have not taken as a 2. I have taken it as a 1.5 plus 0.5 is equal to 2. Right. So what are the coordinates now you are having? 3 comma 2. So here 3 comma 2 means here we have to make a line, right? So we are making the pixel on at 3 comma 2. The next part we have to take this x old is what? 3 and x increment as usual 1, then it will becomes 4. Same way the y old is 2, 0.5, that is 2.5. Now whenever I am showing in the table I will make the round off of this 2.5 as a 3, right? So it will become, it should be 3. So this 2.5 will becomes 3. So the point is showing as a 4 comma 3. So you can see here the 4 comma 3, right? Then the next thing, the next value I have to do. How many times we are doing? Steps times, or either we get the 5 comma 3 up till now we have to do. So the next is 4 plus 1, that is 5, and the y old is 2.5, not taken as a 3. Its real value is 2.5. So I have taken that real value plus 0.5, that is nothing but 3. So you can see here again this 5, this I showing the iteration, right? So this is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the iterations, how many times we are doing this x increment and y increment. These are the new point, that 5 comma 3, which is shown here as a 5 comma 3. So you can see now this is what the line you are having over here, right? This is what the line we can draw by using this DDA line algorithm. Okay, so this is what we have covered a topic, DDA line generation. So in the next lecture we are going to see the Bresenham's line drawing algorithm. These are the 2 algorithms on the for the line generation algorithm. So today we will stop here. Thank you very much.